What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Dominique Galloway and I am an incoming medical student, a NASM certified personal trainer, and an online coach. And I just want to be able to give you guys weekly content, and whether it's informative videos, vlogs, videos on fitness or medicine, this is where you'll get all of that in one channel. So if you guys are interested in that, please subscribe to this channel. Give me some feedback, ask me some questions. I'm always willing to answer your questions in the comment section, or give me suggestions for any video you'd like to see from me. So yeah, as you can see by the title of this video, I will be reading you all my personal statement. So let's be clear that this is a personal statement, and it's going to be personal. It's going to be sharing a bit of my story, a bit of my experiences, and why I decided to go take the route of medicine, right? So that's what the entire personal statement is based upon. It's basically telling the admissions committees why you want to pursue medicine, why you want to be a doctor, right? So let's get into that, and I'm going to share with you why I decided to go into medicine. It did start pretty early on. Before I get started, I do want to give you guys some context. My father had a large impact on my path towards medicine. He was a pediatrician, he was an MD, and he definitely showed me what was possible at a very young age. He just showed me that me as an African-American woman, I can go reach for the stars and I can reach my goals and get there, and he showed me that. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people need to see to believe in themselves, to gain the confidence to reach after their goals, reach after their dreams, to reach their full potential, which is why I want to emphasize that representation does matter, because I was able to see up front that this was possible, and it allowed me to reach my goals and just to continue going after my dreams and to not stop for anything, you know, to not give up. And I am just very thankful for that, and that's why I believe that I want to just be able to share my journey with you all and show you guys what's possible as well through my story, because that is important, right? My father did pass away less than 2 years ago, and I do kind of go into that within my personal statement as well. He actually passed the night before I had to register for my MCAT exam, right? So October 15th, 2019 he passed. October 16th was when registration for the MCAT opened up, and I had to take my exam in January 17th, so 3 months basically later. I vividly remember going through that process of studying for the MCAT, the dreaded studying routine. Everyone knows about it. Everyone that goes and takes the MCAT knows it's dreadful. But yeah, I just remember being in the library and just breaking down a lot of days, bawling my eyes out, because I just recently lost my father as well, and I was just having to push myself, having to encourage myself, and literally using my father as a big reason to keep going. I used all of this as fuel to just keep pursuing the dream I've always had, and the dream I wanted my father to see me accomplish as well. I wanted him to see me get into medical school, you know, get my white coat, be there during this entire process. But you know, it's bittersweet, but I know he's watching over me, and I know he's happy and proud. So let me just get into this personal statement for you all, and I'll read it out. Okay, so I will be reading off of this paper, so just keep that in mind. I'll probably be looking down almost the entire time, but yeah, let's get into this. I owe it to my family for inspiring me to break barriers and shatter stereotypes. The legacy of my great-grandparents' contributions to the Supreme Court decision, Brown v. Board of Education, enacted change and equal opportunity. This monumental decision opened doors so that my mother could obtain her PhD in school psychology, my father could obtain his MD and practice pediatrics. Growing up, I learned a lot about both physical health and mental health because of my parents. I was intrigued by their work with the underserved and realized how social factors such as race, gender, and socioeconomic status inevitably influence one's health. On October 15th, 2019, my father passed away from acute myeloid leukemia after a long career dedicated to delivering the best healthcare possible to his patients. I vividly remember each time someone in the community greeted my father with admiration, saying, "Hey, Doc." It has signified to me the importance of representation. The lessons I learned from my parents and the rest of my family have and will continue to drive my educational pursuits in medicine. As someone who has visited, served, or lived in over 15 countries, I became motivated to connect with people of diverse populations. Travel has taught me to have an open and inquisitive mind, which will afford me in future endeavors, as I'm always eager to learn something new. I studied abroad in Argentina and Spain for 10 months, and I lived with native families in both countries. I not only learned a new language, but I also formed strong bonds with many native people, increasing my cross-cultural knowledge. While abroad, I also enhanced and diversified my clinical experiences. I served at CONIN, an organization whose goal is to eradicate child malnutrition throughout Latin America. I had a glimpse into how the access to healthcare, or lack thereof, impacts the people within a community. I recognize how a strong relationship between the doctor and patient leads to better patient outcomes. These experiences allowed me to realize the different ways adequate healthcare are necessary and energize my devotion in closing the gaps in health disparities. When I returned to the United States, I was prompted to join the Volunteer Center on my campus. My faith has played a significant role in my commitment to freely give and selflessly serve others. I led the department that dealt with food insecurity and homelessness in Southern California. For 2 years in this position, I learned that homelessness has many faces. It's a single mother that lost her job, the abused teenager that ran away from home, or the veteran that suffers from PTSD. I learned to be compassionate and express humility because this traumatic situation can affect anyone. It is my belief that such qualities can directly correlate to medicine, as patients from all walks of life should be treated holistically with respect to their circumstances and life experiences. I also became a lot more aware of food insecurity and malnutrition here in the US. Some of the most prevalent chronic diseases in today's society are preventable through a healthier diet. By collecting fresh produce that would normally go to waste, I was able to give people better food choices. This role of servitude has not only been enriching, but has prepared me for a career in medicine. My experiences stimulated my mission to decrease morbidity and mortality through online wellness coaching. With the amount of money spent on healthcare in the US, rates of chronic disease and burdens on the system are still very high. During this pandemic especially, I realized the value behind preventative medicine. African Americans and Hispanics have been disproportionately affected by COVID-19, which can be partly attributed to a myriad of underlying conditions that may have been preventable. Many of my clients are struggling with obesity, prediabetes, hypertension, and several other health risks due to their diet and lifestyle. It has been gratifying to watch not only a physical transformation with my clients, but a mental one as well. In a year, I have worked with over 100 clients from different walks of life. I express empathy and build trust so that I can empower my clients to gain control over their health. I have learned to lead by example so that my words and actions coincide. These are qualities I look forward to modeling as a future physician. My ultimate goal is to improve the health of all people through interrelationship, prevention, and education. As an aspiring physician, I also intend to continue my family's legacy by diversifying the field and narrowing the gap of racial health disparities. My early exposure to medicine, vast awareness of diverse communities, and strong passion for preventative health care have influenced my path. As a dedicated African American woman, I will use my medical education and platform to inspire the next generation to pursue their dreams with resilience. One day, I will put on my father's white coat, knowing he is smiling from above and saying, "Hey, Doc." Alright guys, so that is my personal statement. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is personal once again, and guys, do not think that your personal statement in any way has to be similar to mine. Make it your own, make it unique, make it special, and make it stand out. We all have our own individual stories, and we all have our own individual reasons for why we chose medicine. I feel like a big underlying theme that has been a part of my journey has been serving the underserved, and I do want to continue doing that in the future as well. And I just want to be able to play a role in narrowing the gap in racial health disparities as well. So yeah, that's my theme, that's my why, and that's my personal statement. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, give me your feedback, and have a great one, y'all.